Ah. Howdy. Howdy and welcome everyone. It's your semi-local multi-dimensional Lexter globally. Feel free to call me Cam if you would like. And today we are returning to Blueprints. I have to try to find as many rooms as possible. I don't think I'm going to be anywhere close to beating Blueprints today, but my goal is to try to open as many new rooms as possible so that I could possibly get more pieces to the puzzle, if that makes any sense. Howdy Whiskey, how you doing? Also, howdy KZ, how you doing? Yes. So, last time we opened up a lot of green rooms, so I'm going to try to make an effort to, open up, I want to see if I could get her ladyship's chamber, because I have not gotten that yet. And then I want to, work hard to try to see if I could get the rest of the areas, which could be very cool. This could be huge news for us. But yeah. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing okay. As a reminder, my cover of Manic is out. It's my very first duet. I did it with Mira. It was very, very cool. Please check it out. You can see it at !cover if you would like. I could put that in the chat too. Boop. Also, are you somebody who's creative? Do you like to draw? Do you like to paint? Do you like to sing, play instruments? Or are you just a silly little guy? Anything of the sort. Perhaps you like to play video game. Do you also like Ren fairs? This could be your chance to show off if you would like to. I am holding a virtual Renaissance fair on July 11th. And we're looking for people. It doesn't matter if you're a streamer or you're a viewer. We're looking for people to show off during the Ren Fair. So if you have stuff that you would like to show off or something that you would like to create specifically for this Ren Fair, we'd love to have you. You can submit anything up until June 30th at this link here, !Ren Fair, right here. I like history and have once ridden a horse, and I am mute. Oh. That's still huge, though. That's still huge. I've ridden a horse before. They're very tough to control. I was very scared when I rode a horse for the first time. I almost fell off. It would have been super spooky. But what kind of history do you like? What's your favorite kind? Because there's so much history out there in the world. And, like, even, like, if we're talking about, like, world history stuff, like, there's so many countries, so many, like, cultures. We could even be just talking about the history of video games. So much history out there. History stuff would totally be welcome for this, too. Literally, the only rules that I have for Ren Fair is no Gen AI, don't get me banned, and stay on theme for Ren Fair. Local history, so Central Asia history. Ooh, that's very cool. It's good that there are people that are interested in their own local history. I should probably do a better job of that in some of the areas that I've visited, but the documents and stuff that I got to read in some places that I had gone to, like, I was able to, like, see foundational papers for some really, like, famous spots of, like, when they were building those things for the very first time, and that was a life-changing experience. Have you ever gotten to visit the archives for your community? Because the archives could be a great place to visit, and some people actually let you, like, go in so long as you're there with, like, a curator, including Mongolia. Ooh, Mongolian history. I actually don't know too much about Mongolian history, but I'd be very happy to hear. I always love learning new things about places from around the world. It's such an exciting experience when people run in and tell me everything. I'm like, yay, cool. I might not remember everything, but I do want to hear. I do want to hear. I want to learn, because there's only so much that I can see, like, when I go out. So when people bring it to me, I'm like, yes! New stuff! It's amazing! Genghis Khan, you surely must know about him. Yeah, I do. I know about Genghis Khan. I do know about Genghis Khan. But there's more to Mongolian history than Genghis Khan, I'm certain. So that's, I'm like, I hope that... I still want to learn, you know? Although, like... Yeah. I'm just curious. Especially if there's any, like, new cultural stuff that I can learn. He started his empire because his wife was captured by a clan paid for by the Jin dynasty, which is why he went to war against China. That makes sense. That explains that. Yeah. That'll do it. That was not told to me. I just knew they were at war with China. I didn't know why they were at war. That would do it. Is there a reason why they did that? Why did the Jin dynasty do that? What? Did they just not like him? Or like they wanted power? Usually comes down to power or money, which is also power, or like they just didn't like the guy. What did they expect to have happen? Did they people back then were crazy? Yeah. Like, what did they expect to have happen? They kidnapped the guy's wife. They expect to not go to war? They wanted to keep Mongolia divided so they could continue exploiting the steppe. The Mongol homeland is the Yellow River south of the Gobi. Ancestors were driven north by the... Oh, how do I pronounce you? How do I pronounce it? You. I don't think it's a hard Q sound. But they were driven north. I see. I am so bad with Chinese words. I want to get better. The only languages that I feel confident pronouncing things in are like English, Japanese, and then sometimes the Romance languages, because I spoke some Latin for a while. So they wanted to keep Mongolia divided, and instead they pissed off a guy with power. And then they went to war. Dang. That's certainly a way to do it. I don't think it was very successful. But maybe I'm wrong. The Xiongnu were the first steppe nation. It was Turkic-Mongolic confederation that took back the Yellow River to restore their ancestral farmland. The Han responded by enacting a genocide on them and subsequent dynasties for nearly 1,000 years, continued oppressing the heartland. Multiple steppe empires existed before Genghis Khan because of this cycle of violence. Yeah, that would make sense. Wow. I knew that those guys were definitely at war with each other for a very long time, but I guess I didn't know how cyclical it was. That it was like they kept pissing each other off, so the war continued. It's like It's like one guy would start something, then they're chill, then the guy who got hurt retaliates, and then it just keeps going. Cycle of violence forever, I guess. And also, I mean, genocide. That would make sense why they're not very happy with China. That would do it. I wonder, after 1,000 years you would forget why they even hate each other. I think at that point they just do. I still think forever about that, that 1,000 years war that never fired a shot because they forgot that they declared war. And then they had to sign peace treaties for it. I think Foxes was telling us about that. But it's been a hot second because so much stuff has happened in a very short amount of time. My brain. My brain. All right. I'm opening blueprints. So you might hear some music as blueprint starts. You might hear the music, and I'll read that in a second. I'm just gonna open up blueprints for you. Here it is. Blueprints. Alright. They took the central homeland of the Mongols, which is the Yellow River Basin south of the Gobi. This forced them into the cold steppe and gave them no way back south from the cold into warm regions. Then once they flipped into the Han Dynasty, the Hunnu were able to amass enough forces to take the homeland back. Yeah, and I imagine that they would be especially motivated because, especially back then, right? They didn't have the best stores to survive the winter, so the ability to be able to, like, be in a warmer area when it gets cold is probably essential to them. Yeah, you really do. It's really cool. I continue. So I assume that they wanted that China wanted the basins because it was probably like full of resources for them. Because from my understanding of history, usually when they want land, it's for some kind of resource in the area, or it's just specifically so they can expand their influence. I imagine that it was probably rich in, like, food and minerals. What we got? I'll go with the tool shed today. A metal detector is nice. And this magnifying glass. Or expanding religion. Ah, yeah, you're right. Religion as well. They, in my history classes, they would say it'd be gold, glory, or God. That often was the motivator behind why they would they would be expanding out. Here we go. Just looking what kind of rooms we need. So we're missing one purple, one green, a lot of shops. So I guess I need to start trying to open shops. We'll go for a den. This room is probably the room that I open the most. Corridor, always unlocked. We'll go for a nook. Subsequent Chinese dynasties used Mongolic and Turkic peoples for their farms and capture raids. The northern Wei, who ruled after the Han, continued these and captured against the Roran people, who possibly descended from the Hunu. These capture raids continued until the name Mongolia appeared, so it was hard to forget why they were fighting. Huh. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely fair. Don't forget the storerooms. I don't want to block it off, but I need gems. Oh, a shovel, that's huge. I like how they had the chess pieces scattered about. Let me see what I can do. I think I've already drafted a kitchen before. So I'll just do a closet. We'll get more items. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Let me see what you said. Wow. Messages are very long. In my country, there was a time when the land was invaded by Moguls, where they gave people two options: convert to the religion or be killed. Then came the British for spices and opium. They kept the Chinese addicted to opium and got cotton in exchange, which got sold in Britain for a higher price. People back then were crazy. Oh yeah, absolutely. The reason they wanted the Yellow River so bad was because it was fertile river valley. The Hunu were not purely nomadic. They had farms. Before the war, the Han and other dynasties wanted to control this entire farm belt, so the North would either starve or capitulate, and it did neither. Yeah, their will was stronger than whatever they could do to them. I guess they just only wanted to give me a key and a gem. That's not too bad, though. We'll go for the spare room. No way. I'm just like finding random stuff in here like crazy. I'm gonna go for a hallway because it gives me more options. Fine, I'll do a chapel. And then... This is a mess. I'll go pantry so I can guarantee that there's something there. It is kind of funny if they put the bishop chess piece in here. Of all places. Might as well open a bunk room. Get my bananas. Look at the little hamster. The little hamster. Even the hamster has a oh, I'm moving my chair and then I put my controller down and apparently hit the thing. The little joystick. The little guy. But yeah, it totally makes sense that they would probably want the region for its farmland. Because, like, in an area that is mostly, like, pretty arid, it would, they would definitely want anything close to water so that they could sustain themselves with food. They just could not have predicted that people are more stubborn than they look. Also, Genghis Khan is not related to anyone. If you hear that be spread around, remember it comes from a hypothesis from 2003 and has been disproven by modern research. The genetic grouping they associate with him is far older than his entire lineage. Huh. Coin. Coin on the floor. Where did that theory come from? Is it just because he had gone to so many different places? I've opened a commissary before. Not test tube. Of course, I find the car keys after I could have drafted a garage. Wonderful. I'm finding tons of items today, though. He had 13 descendants specifically. We know who all of them are. Most of their lines went extinct as they were defending their territories. Yeah. That would make sense. Apple. Oh, hello. If only I knew what the safe was, the safe password was. Maybe it's hidden in here? Not really. The safe was a Christmas gift. Could you imagine if the password on the if the safe code for this was it's missing a candle. Could you imagine if it was 12 It's Christmas? No way! No way it's Christmas! No way! The idea came from the specific strain of Y chromosome DNA that was found in East Asian communities. Caveats the line's about 500 years to 1,000 years older than Genghis Khan. It seems to have been spread by normal political marriages to keep the peace. Yeah, that makes sense. Which was common on the steppe. So it's just misattribution, I guess. Nothing. I just guessed. I just guessed that it was Christmas. 4. How would I know? How would I know? When was it when the Mongols tried to get Japan? Japan, but were unsuccessful because of storms. That would make sense, especially because you have to cross a larger body of water. Yuan Dynasty, 1274, launched by his grandson. I see. Howdy, Luna. How you doing? I'm making a note of the number 4 because it feels important. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marian's disappearance from the public record. Almost done with work? Oh, that's huge news. I hope work's been well for you. I hope, at the very least, I hope it wasn't too hard. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life. All you can do is think of your name. Yes, that's the one they say is the grandson of Genghis. Kublai Khan was a puppet at worst and at best had become so entwined with China he was constantly trying to win wars to prove he had legitimate mandate of heaven so people didn't rebel. So I imagine he was not a great ruler then. Probably wasn't too powerful. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifice as she did. But for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she had forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. I did not know that motive. It's interesting. He was overweight, and by the end of his life, he could barely ride his horse. Huh. I think, so glad it's almost over. Another thing has been going my way for the last 3 hours. Oh, I'm so sorry. I understand exactly how that is. I had that kind of day yesterday. But hey, you're almost free. You're almost free. You're almost free, and everything will be better very soon. Arabian horses, they're on the lighter side. Did they use Arabian horses? To deny her story is to deny her life is such a crazy line. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son, Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year, Daniel. Soon you shall be free. I believe. I still hope things get better though. If you don't mind my asking, may I ask what kind of work you do? It's okay if you don't want to answer. Soon I shall go to my beloved bed. Yes, the beloved bed. The beloved place to rest. Mongolian ponies can cross deserts and mountains. Arabian horses are horrifyingly bottlenecked. No wonder why they looked weird. Dang. So this is our is this our is this our dad? I guess this is our dad. So is this so Marion is the niece? I saw niece in here. Where was it? Am I crazy? Did I read niece and then I petty assets. She the color of the flag she flew, probably red. Mongol horses live wild until their handlers need to ride them or move them to a new location. They're pretty much as close to wild horses as possible without being wild. Huh. They're whimsical. I work in a tobacco shop. I see. So tough customers? What's that? Oh, I guess that was a holder. Maybe the color of the flag she had was red. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. It is a niece. Okay. So, must be a cousin. Marion must be a cousin. Selling poison to ongoing travelers like a true witch I am. Hey, but they thank you for it, right? Hopefully they're grateful. I truly cannot believe that I just happened to guess the safe code. So 4 was that one. More like program bugging out. Okay. Well, it's good. At the very least, I'm glad that they aren't being mean to you. Also outlawed slavery of another Mongol, meaning anyone who was part of the empire as Mongol simply meant you agreed to join, which was progressive for the time, and the time was not a good time period. Yeah. But that definitely is nice. At the very least, if you agree to join, you're just free, I guess. But look, puppy! We got puppy. I hope they're being fed. I wish I could feed the puppy. Having the magnifying glass and being able to look over this is pretty nice. CAT. Hello. Look at the baby. The little baby. The so babies. That's actually good, so people, doesn't matter, the ethnicity could be fairly free. Yeah. All religions were equal as well. That's nice too. What the shovel, battery pack. Torn and discarded scrap of paper. Write it down. I love that it actually gave me the instruction to write this one down. Alright. I'll write it down then. Shovel plus battery pack. Maybe broken lever. Workshop. Huge. Yeah, that is better than the modern day. Oh, cool. They zoomed it in just in case I couldn't see it. Hello. I'm so glad they let us pet different dogs every time we come here. They're just so silly. What? I have not seen the ballroom before, so I'm gonna do it. What a pretty place. But yeah, I hope the computer starts acting better, Luna. Oh. Were we... That's not us. That's not us. Yeah, that can't be us. Oh. We were named after somebody. If we ever found music. Under these stars the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on, and the music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12. What that means only time can tell. Two remain for one last dance, and spin again around clock hands. And as they turn, a second chance to rise above the falling sands, the true time lost in past romance. Can I play it? I can't play it. I don't know how to play piano, I guess. It is funny that the kennel brought me here, though. Of all places. It's kind of like... This feeling is like the feeling of walking into... something that used to be so dearly loved. Well, if I have the forever room... Can I bug it out? Yes! Anytime I walk into the room, I could just use gems whenever I want, because I could just walk back to the ballroom and go get some gems. The other thing is you may have learned the number 40 million floating around. The numbers pulled from a census from the Jin pre-Mongol conquest to the end of the Yuan, which was the peak of the bubonic plague and had just got out of a war with the Song dynasty. That is a period of 162 years roughly. We don't actually know how many people died during Genghis Khan's reign, and probably will never know. It would probably be really hard to keep track of that. Oh, there's the money. Monies. I'm so glad they give us monies. I hope the doors aren't locked. Boy, I sure hope they're not locked. And they're locked. Of course they're locked. Oh, wow. It's showing me a little red letter. I'm gonna go through the pantry that I created that I never opened. My monies, and then my apple. Alright. I want a dining room. Cause then, oh, what are you? Salmon? Steak? Steak! I'll have dinner. My 20 steps. A delightfully expensive steak cut, bone-in and extra marbled for maximum tenderness. Perfect dish for those who love extravagance. Yeah, I'll eat the dinner. Thank you, I did not want the lemons. To the surprise of no one, I did not want the lemons. I'm gonna open the security room. One day I'll figure out this admin password and then I'm gonna be unstoppable. What have I not found in the house yet? One key in a trunk. Awesome. One day, well, I'll be so powerful once I figure out the password. But I have not found out the password yet. It kind of looks like Simon. What? Swan Song. Is it Swan Song? It's Swan Song! Does the admin have games on their computer? I guess I'm about to find out. I guess that makes sense. I mean, final breaths and everything. Largely the issue is that Victory writes the story. Mongolia in the end was occupied by the Qing dynasty for 220 years, which shifted the favor firmly in China's hands. Yeah. Staff announcements. I don't think anyone has access to this network this month except you, Simon. So if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you, your friends in faithful service. Oh. Oh. That's so cute. This has been disabled. As of November 4th, all work has been suspended at Mount Holly and all domestic staff have been placed on extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man. Okay. This has also been disabled. Okay. Special orders? If you would like special brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders for all members on staff. This is a special order. What would I like to order? Ooh! Oh. Ooh. What did they want? Shovel. Give me shovel. Please give me shovel. Okay, remote terminal access. It is possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere on the estate, using remote terminal access. View active terminals. Yeah, none of them are online right now. That's kind of cool, though. Generally, the history is disgustingly sad. I like to inform people who are willing to listen because I don't like the modern narrative that most of the West teaches. The history that is taught here is extremely black and white and disingenuous. Yeah. And it's definitely not an accurate reflection of how things go. Even, like, history, in the West, like, that is, like, specifically of Western nations is often taught in a black and white way to try to like push some kind of viewpoint of what happened onto it, when history is usually way more complex than that. Or oftentimes it's just wrong. Email. The permissions of this terminal do not allow for the access of the electronic email. Only feature access through the office. Data transfer? Not available. Okay. Glossary. Thank you. Oh, this is nice, actually. Addition? Additions are rooms that are added to the draft pool. Most additions are removed from the draft pool at the end of the day, but some additions are permanent, such as those found in the drafting studio. Adjoining. They're adjoined if they're connected by a doorway. Allowance is gold at the beginning of each day, typically left in the entrance hall. Archive floor plan, hidden. Yeah, I know. Bedroom. One of the most common types of rooms, bedrooms are typically used for resting and regaining steps and are identifiable by the violet borders. Yeah, I figured that one out. Black print. Ancient floor plans from eras long past, excavated from the depths of history. These floor plans lack the colored borders of their modern counterparts. A blessing. A blessing is a persistent benefit that lasts for several days, typically bestowed from shrine after offering of gold has been made. Call it a day. Yeah, I know how that is. Checked item. Allow you to retrieve that item on any day you have a coat check on your estate. Color. Violet for bedroom, orange for hallway, green for green rooms, yellow for shop, red for red rooms, and blue is for default blueprints. Wow, there's so many random things in here. Contraption. Workshop. You can experiment trying out different combinations of inventory items in an attempt to create a new and unique contraption. Dead end, just no other rooms. Dig. Wonderful. Directory, yep. In the commissary, players may find an arcade cabinet for the popular game Dirigiblocks. To the dismay of board members of the staff, the cabinet has not been in working order for the last several years. Although the game is not currently accessible, it's scheduled to be added in a future patch. I see. I don't know if that's a note from the devs at the bottom. Maybe that's the devs saying, yeah, we'll give you guys Digiblocks at some point. Dirt with the shovel, drafting, yeah. Certain rooms can affect the drafting process. The type of room is fittingly known as a drafting room. Are noted with the compass. Oh, there's a drafting studio. Draft pool, yeah. Draw. Initial polling of 3 floor plans. Let's see. East Wing. So, are the 9 rooms on the right edge entry? Yeah, those are the ones that have an impact when you walk in. The estate refers to all the explorable areas of Mount Holly, including the rooms currently drafted as well as the grounds. The house, on the other hand, is only referring to the current rooms, as shown on the blueprint. Exhaust, yeah, when you're exhausted. Experiment, yep. They have a glossary of terms with the glossary of terms. Feature on network that you are now pursuing a list of words and architectural jargon that is intended to make simple. The question marks are gradually revealed as I progress. So I won't learn any new information here, probably. Yeah, there's special keys that unlock special doors. Keycard door. Luck. We all need a bit of it. Luck determines the likelihood that you will find additional items and rooms in your estate. Luck can be raised by certain items and rooms marked on their floor plan with a clover. Oh, we do have some ones that I haven't seen yet. A red room. Powerful expansion options, but are at a cost. Rarity. Normal, uncommon. Commonplace, and rare. The greatest narrative possible. Those guys we kept hitting with baseball bats just decided to suddenly group up and attack us. They must be evil. Always be suspicious if they're like, oh yeah, they randomly attacked us. Most people have a motive. Most people do. Sometimes they don't, but most of the time they do. A 10th rank can often be overheard. Power source. Steam power is conveyed in the room-to-room viaducts that run across the building, and power can be transported across great distances as long as you continue to string together rooms that contain power ducts. Oh no. Rooms draftable only from a door located outside West Path access is required before the rooms are accessible. Yep. Special floor plan. Slightly more rare and cost gems to draft. They often offer more unique, complex, and exciting effects. Spreads, stars. Several ways of increasing the amount of stars visible. Easiest method is observatories. Terminal. Yep, this is what we're using right now. Tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow rooms. Yeah. In the future. The trunks. Underground. Upgrade. Yeah, you could just make things better. The West Path, a charming path that winds through the wooded area that runs alongside the west wing of the house. This path can be accessed from both the garage and the west gate, which is usually kept latched and locked. Cool. I'm just surprised I was able to access this. Free at last. You're free! Congratulations! And you're free for the rest of the day. Surely. At least I think you are. Maybe I'm wrong. At the very least, you'll be free. So I got my monies. And then I could get a special key. Alright, time to do math. 13. What the? What on earth is the square? Oh, we're squaring it? 4 squared? I guess we're squaring them now. I didn't know we were squaring them now. Dang, alright. Oh wait, no, I have to add it. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 squared is 9. God, okay. 9 divided by 3. Am I crazy? What is the order of operations for this with the square, I wonder? The urge to eat raw salmon like a bear, even though I know it would probably give me multiple diseases. No, I get you. I get you. I've actually had... There are ways to prepare salmon that are safe to eat. And some of that salmon that is, like, relatively raw, incredible. I don't know where I had it. There was, like, a thinly sliced salmon dish that I had somewhere, that I visited, and it was one of the most incredible things. I became addicted to it, and I was very sad when I had to leave. Japanese sashimi. It was not sashimi. I've had sashimi before, and that was pretty good too. It was not sashimi though. With my bare bud. What do you mean diseases? No, whiskey. Whiskey, no. 3 squared divided... Maybe it's 3 squared divided by 9. So then that'd be 1. Ooh! Nice! Okay, cool. Then in that case... let me mess with the keycard system. Put it high. I don't even need offline mode right now. Clova. Howdy, Foxes. How you doing? Oh, no, I'm sorry! Well... at least there's a key. I think I found most of the paintings. I'm still keeping an eye out to see if there's anything new. Okay, hi again. Howdy, Foxes. How you doing? We were just chit-chatting about history. Lots of Mongolian history, actually. Oh, this is huge. We gotta turn up. I love when I can... oh wait, there's another one. Oh, nothing. Thanks. Awesome. Amazing. This is gonna be unlocked no matter what I do. Man, I want the terrace so bad, but I need to be able to have as many options for rooms as possible. Mongolian history, ooh, yeah! Does this go? Is this up? No, this is down. Oh god, I can't even see. I have no idea what these are. Well, this would have been. This is possibly for nothing. Oh! Well, it won't go anywhere. But I can at least get my library card. I'm curious about the library. And then also I could see my stats from here. I've played this game for 10 hours, apparently. My longest day is an hour. My average day is 28 minutes. Amazing. So many gems. Billiard rooms. I'm so good at parlors. There's only one red letter. So I guess there's more than one red letter that exists. The scrapbook. My favorite floor plans. Oh, haha. The schoolhouse. My most drafted is the den. Usually pay for security, courtyard, and drawing room. And then usually spend time in security. That makes sense. In the parlor. Oh, this got written down in here. Most avoided floor plans. The coat check, the trading post, and the cellar. This is kind of cute, though. Highest grade 1, thanks. Most critical latest videos are crazy. I've not gotten to see the latest Moist Critical videos. Are they good? Attila the Hun, he is far removed from the original Confederation by around 300 years, but his men had the same elongated skulls and burial traditions, even that far into future, or even while he was in Europe. Huh. Bro's covering a Lego scandal? A Lego scandal? Well, I've got money. There's not much of interest in the laundromat, I'll be real. I think the scandal has to do with, it's probably some, like, weird thing with the higher-ups. So I guess I'll go through the pantry. Sad I have to go through the chapel for this. And here I am. I have a small history fact, yeah? Formerly, our nation was called the Republic of the Seven United Netherlands during the revolt against Spain, but we had 8 official provinces. Drenthe was so poor it was exempt. No. They're like, you guys are too poor to be part of our little name. No. What? Hold on. Randomize. Police corruption from the Legos? Hi, buddy. Hello. Hi. How are you doing? So I happy. Little guys. I hope you've been fed. I love when I can walk in here, I could just get more gems. Yeah. Our only hope is in the drawing rooms. I'll go right first. Not the best. I don't have enough keys to justify this. Oh, wonderful! A passageway! And I can immediately walk back into the ballroom and get more gems. Had no taxes and had no voting rights. That's crazy. He believed he was a great descendant of Genghis Khan and he was destined to form a steppe empire. Does that mean Americans below average income should be exempt of taxes? Yeah, but then, like, I think Fox's is also implying that they didn't really have any rights, which isn't great. Closest I've gotten to that, though. Let me in! Dog! What do you mean? Whatever. I guess I can start gambling. It's not involved with Lego themselves, but a large corporate store you can sell Lego to. It's still crazy to think about. It's kind of how I feel anytime I see Pokemon card drama, where it's like, why are we having drama over this? People are greedy, it seems. Wish I could climb these. Am I just missing it? Oh, coins. Monies. You missed a message before that had context. Sorry. The message there's so many long messages being sent. Modern Mongolia's borders were formed by a white German who joined the Russian army, and he helped start the Mongol revolution against China. Wait, so it's just some random white guy? Some random white guy helped to establish the borders, and he thought that he was the descendant of Genghis Khan. I have more little facts about Dutchmen, kind of funny. Well, not funny, but interesting. Still could be fun. Ah, wonderful. I'm down for the office. This means I could connect to the security terminal. Flan fan? I don't know if I have that one. I'm gonna write it. So then that's an L. Basically, Lego Reseller Corporation decided to just take $200,000 worth of Lego without paying the owners. They just took it? So there's the safe. I imagine this is a different code. But it'd be crazy. Okay, fine. We'll find out what your code is soon. Oh god, hold on. What'd you say? Henk Sneevliet, a Dutch communist, founded two of the largest communist parties, and none were in his own nation. So, the Communist Party of Indonesia and the Chinese Communist Party. How did he get there? Just traveling around? The contract, it states that they are the owners of the Lego until the Lego is sold. Gosh, in the contract it states that they are the owners of the Lego until the Lego is sold, then the store takes a small percentage of the sale, but they just took it and then didn't give Lego any of the money. By Evil Sukarno? Who's Sukarno? Roman von Gern Sternberg. His invasion was just insane enough to allow for Khan to take control back of Mongolia, and he accidentally formed a convenient buffer state between the Soviet Union and China, though he was fighting for White Russia, which was a resistance cell against the Soviets. He wanted to form a pan-Eurasian monarchist state. So, let me get this straight. A random white guy from Germany thought he was a descendant, and then somehow helped create the borders of Mongolia, like present-day Mongolia, and that somehow created a buffer between the Soviet Union and China. And he actually was helpful. That's kind of awesome. Corporate came down and grabbed that shit. So where does the police corruption come in? Oh, the auto mod gotcha. Let me allow it. He also Manchuria, northwest China, led by a Manchu ethnic group. To join him in his empire was told to fuck off. I'm allowing it. It got caught by the auto mod because you wrote fuck off. Wait, that's new. Paint pint. I don't even care that I'm losing steps doing that. Sinkaco. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Red herrings, I guess. The letters could be red herrings. Police are protecting the business, saying it's a civil case and not just straight up theft. Huh? What do you mean? Swan song. Glad that we now know I don't have to type it in every time. Surprisingly, he managed to live 10 months through the personal crusade before he was captured and executed. 10 months is impressive. Yeah, that is for sure surprising. Wait, no, let me in. Log in. Unless there's a different... Yeah, so now I can connect to security. I wonder what this is gonna look like. I just can't believe anyone would have the hubris to do that, but I suppose the times are strange. We do not have the servant chamber and them. We'll spread the gold, though. It's even funnier because he wanted to keep fighting the Soviets when he had fled from them before, and then his own men threw him over because he continued trying to fight and everyone else was done. So he wasn't even killed, He was not even killed for, like, what like, by the people that he was, against. He was killed by his own people. It looks like it's moving. I was trying to see if it was stuck. Because if it was stuck, then that would help me figure out the password. I feel like the hint to this safe is somewhere in the room. You have a king. The corporation even threatened the owner's son of the Lego that he'll drag a lengthy court case and bleed the private owner's son dry. What this son... Why is the son involved? Was the son... Antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there's enough time to put in a work order before Simon arrives. So just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Here she is in front of a peak. Little mountain range. It's worth noting that he managed to somehow do such a bad job with keeping Khan in power and consolidating his forces. The counter-revolutionary force called the Mongolian People's Revolutionary Army joined Soviets to aid his capture. So they just hated him so bad. They hated him so bad that they wanted him gone. Which is kind of crazy. Huh. I don't know if we have enough information to figure out the password, but I feel emboldened by the fact I somehow figured out the one for the... I found out a lot of codes today. I was surprised. The magnifying glass has been a huge pull. Only there was an indication of how this safe got here. March of the Count. Maybe I count... no, but that wouldn't make sense. I was gonna go around and start counting things, and I'm like, that doesn't make too much sense. The crazier is the corporation is trying to sell the Lego without giving any sort of payment to the owner. And this is even vintage Star Wars Lego, so it's worth an... Oh, no. His plan that he kept describing would have been authoritarian Russian monarchist state, where I'm pretty sure he wanted to be declared the head of Russia. That probably wouldn't go too well. Not gonna lie. I sense they would not be the most enthused about that arrangement. Sure. Just a message for the where I said the owner is in the hospital, so the son's kind of doing it on his behalf. Still crazy, though. Yeah, I don't know what this will be. Please don't be a hearth. Oh, it's a fucking security room. Well, I can at least turn off the gymnasium, turn on the dark room, turn on the garage. Since I'm here. Crown and Crow. Dang. Key? Money. Oh, right, I spread money throughout the house. I forgot about that. Weird how we're talking about Star Wars and authoritarianism and they go well together. You know, of all of those topics, I feel like that would make the most sense for them to be together. He's mostly known as the Mad Baron, and they thought he was crazy. Historians believe he was a psychopath with paranoid delusions who was definitely seeing things. I mean... possibly. The puppy. I love the puppies. They make me very happy. Are you playing with a controller? I am. Why? Can you hear it? I don't know at what point surviving World War I turns into I will become the next Genghis Khan. I don't know. I feel like they probably had too much time on their hands. I'm just going around. I don't think that I'll get a key. Which is sad. I wanted a key. They said there's a key for me somewhere. I cannot play first-person games with the controller for the life of me. See, the problem is that, I grew up playing with controller instead of keyboard and mouse, so I'm just way better with a... Are you kidding me? Where are these things? There's a battery pack somewhere in here. And a sleeping mask? He also believed he was the chosen by God and that the Soviets were literal demons sent from hell. Oh. Well, at least we found a lot of money. Am I crazy? That's what I think when I'm drunk. Oh, you know, they could be in here, because I had never... Oh my god, there's an elevator. Could be in here, because I never got to actually see it. There's a battery pack. If only we had the broken lever, too. $11.28 could actually be useful for something. I wonder if that's a code to one of the safes. What's that say? Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. But we can't tell if... That might still be red. Because it was... We're in a room where everything looks red, so it's hard to tell. He wore a Mongolian deal at nearly all times, which is traditional Mongolian robe. Huh. How did they feel about that? Trying to see if there's any hints, because this looks like it's the office. Couldn't tell you. Oh, that's the sleeping mask. First time you enter the bedroom, I get 5 steps. That's nice. Where's money? Now, if only I could find the key. The key would help me. I need to get... need to get to the bedrooms so that I can have more steps. So I could go through security into this room, into... That kind of helped. It'll eventually help, I guess. I'm probably gonna run out of steps. Oh, but the... Fuck. Wrong room. This counts as 2 rooms. I thought it did. Yeah, it counts as 2 rooms. This is a bedroom too. I don't know where I'd find a key though. Supposedly there was a trunk somewhere. Wait, did I never go in the Nook? I might never have entered the Nook. That true... No way. I never entered the Nook. Since many secrets take to his... Sinclair has many secrets he'll take to his grave. Antechamber appears to be sealed by all 4 sides. Must be a way to open. That explains why there was the note. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Dang. It kind of makes me wish that I went with the shrine so I could have just dumped all the keys in there. Oh, cool. This counts as a bedroom. I didn't know for sure. The uppies. I personally think it's hilarious. I imagine most people probably thought he was trying to fit in. For comparison, this would be like a random Asian guy showing up in Wales in 1921 and claiming to be the descendant of King Arthur and then trying to fight the British. Nah, it just took me a second to read it. My only hope. Please. Alright, give me a West Wing Hall. I'm trying to get her ladyship's bedroom. Unfortunately, every room loves to be locked, so I'm screwed. There's nothing I can do. Dang. Well, I tried. But we learned some valuable information. Respectable inn. Oh, I didn't even notice the archives. It's probably locked. One new room. What was it? I forgot. Oh, it's the ballroom. Of course, the ballroom. 133 steps taken is crazy, though. I am glad though we finally managed to find the password. Let me see what we got out here. Something cool. Shelter protects me from the negative effects of the next 3 red rooms. Fine. I'll look at the trading post. Because it wants me to look at this so bad. The shelter would have been the better choice, but they want me to see this for some reason. What is that? Oh, I remember this game. Also, I found out you could go several days off a cup of ramen and survive perfectly fine. Are you okay? I'm playing the stream in the background and I heard ballroom. What are we talking about? The hatch has a ballroom. There was a ballroom. Not like a ball pit, but like a dancing ballroom. Huh, pink. I wonder how this works. Oh, shit. This resets the puzzle. Kind of random, isn't it? There we go. And now it's open. What's this? Hey, look at that! Ah, finally, more monies. Yes, I got a bunch of ramen cups in Ulaanbaatar, and so I'm just running through them. I love ramen cups. I miss them so very much. I used to have them a lot more often when I was growing up. There was an entire summer I survived on just Chef Boyardee and frozen pizzas. That was a beautiful time. Seems like our allowance has now permanently been raised to 5, though, which is nice that I did. A little too dangerous to pick up the dynamite. Amazing. But I can light it if I had a torch. I wonder if this is one of those rooms that would have, like, one of the oil things. Oh, hello. I know items to trade. Yeah. But my allowance has permanently been increased, so... Can I really be too upset? Yeah, I'm not seeing one of those little things. Because we had the flames out there. I wonder if I'm gonna have to type in Swan Song every single time. Oh, cool. It raised the allowance before I, like, I didn't even have to wait another day for that. Gonna have to go den again. My favorite room to draft, apparently. I always get eaten up by keys. As much as I love my parlor. A friend tried getting the Lego back and showed the contract. The owner just started insulting the guy and even called the cops. And then the cops just protected the business and had him trespassed. That's... I'm gonna definitely have to watch this video so that I understand. A little better. But right now I'm just baffled. Oh, a gem. Yippee. Thank you. I'm gonna go with the corridor because I don't want the chapel right now. I quite like having my money. I'm like looking around to make sure that there's no keys on the floor. The owner didn't deny the contract is legitimate, so that's why he started insulting because he has no ground to stand on. Because the contract's legitimate. What can they do? The ground he's standing on is made of money. All we need is just a lawyer willing to do the case pro bono, and the guy's cooked. Wait, so which side are you on? Are you on the side of the business that was, oh my god, there's so many hallways. Are you on the side of the guys that stole the Legos, or? I'll do a garage. I know it won't help me much, but I do want to see... Oh wait, I got keys. I forgot about that. Car card. If I ever find car keys and I can get into the car, which would be really nice. I meant the business owner. Unclear. Fair enough. My brain is just starting to melt. I guess I'll go with the archives. I was not very happy with that. Yeah, I should watch it later. I bet I'm going to find a way to be infuriated by it. but I'm very curious. I just want to learn what's going on with it. Right now my brain is just trying so hard to process it. And it's just melting. When in doubt, go security. Go Bride and Bridge again. Let me see. This is the moment of truth. There we go. So it permanently has saved my password. I don't have to type it in every time. Remote terminal access. You're gonna be livid, I think. Is it really that bad? I should have looked at the email in the office. I knew there was something I could do in the office, but I could not remember. I just could not remember. I just wanted to see the, yeah, well, we're all rooting for you. It's so cute. That makes me very happy. They're all like, we believe in you. We believe in you. You can do it. And I'm like, this is the nicest thing ever, actually. I think I'd cry. Yeah, is blatant corporate AK business owner showing us his colon. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, coupon. Thank you. That's nice. Glad I got a coupon book. And my banana. Well, guys, would you prefer a banana, an apple, or an orange? Apple. I knew we'd run into the chapel eventually. Honestly, chapel isn't even the worst thing to find here. I don't get to use the freezer much. So, like, I had to think about that, but, like, I can't guarantee a hearth right now. Little birdie. Broad and Road. I love STEM girlies making memes of men they've survived and it's just mathematicians. If I do wine cellar, then I'm cooked. Well... I'm cooked either way. Gems are in the black box, gems are in the white box. Only one box displays a true statement. What? These can't both be true. These also can't both be true. But they can't all be false. Oh. I mean, these two can easily be false and this one be true. But this can't be true if either of these are true. Could you imagine? Add insult to injury. Nope, I was right. Huh. I love you, aquarium. I love aquarium. They're so cute. It'll give me one more roll. There's no way I can win it this time, but hopefully I can get a new room out of it. I just like looking in there. They got like a little laundromat. And like a little chairs. They have a little grill in there. The bedroom. They even have their own archive. Oh my god, wait, this is for the different types of rooms they have. So this is the red room aquarium. This is the bedroom aquarium. This one's like a courtyard. This is a common... This is a hallway. And this is shops. That's really cool. Organic chemistry tutor is such a legend. So many students practically owe him their firstborn. Dude, I was so bad at organic chemistry. It was very sad. Stag. Well, also, to be fair to me, my organic chemistry professor just really didn't want to teach for some reason. So, like, what he did was, he pre-recorded a bunch of videos and then said, yeah, class time's actually just office hours. And then he only really talked to the people who were already, like, aware of organic chemistry. Which meant that people like me, who were taking the class for the first time, had no idea what was going on. Yeah, nothing I can do. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. If I go through the pantry, I can trade out my book. There's a trading post. I could probably get it for some car keys. Hopefully. I can't find a professor who isn't excited to teach on campus. Only ones that give off boring energy as PhD assistants or just general school workers. Yeah, he just didn't want to teach. Yes! Please, God, please give me the car keys. Please. Thank you. Oh, but I didn't make a breaker room. It's okay, I can open the car. Dang, I got so excited only to realize that my excitement is in vain. It'll mean nothing in the end. But I can open the car at least. That I can do. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights. Small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunks, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today. You'll never know when the cat will get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. Huh. An upgrade disc. We have a terminal over in security. That's huge. I just have to get to security. So we can permanently upgrade something right now. Please. Please. What are you gonna give me? Please. Please, please. A nursery? Ah. Whenever I draft a bedroom. No, that's boring. I think... That's kind of cute, actually. I actually wouldn't mind it turning into a green room. And we do run out of gems quite often, so... maybe that would be nice. We haven't drafted any green rooms recently, but more green rooms would always be very nice. Nice! Do I have a nursery in here right now? No. So we now have an indoor, little nursery. Can I see it in the bedroom? It is now an indoor nursery. The love of floriculture has never been more evident than in this nursery, where new buds are cradled and nurtured as they grow. Two prominent flower beds house a variety of valuable blooms cultivated for the Baron by the former gardener Denny Ravane. That would be nice, actually. We still haven't found more. We found more rooms, but not the ones that I thought we would find. You know what I mean? Like, we somehow stumbled upon the ballroom, which you'd think I would have found sooner, but apparently not. Hydrate sounds good. I can sense those dry ass lips from here. What do you mean? What do you mean? I drank the water. But I've at least upgraded a plan. At least. At least, yeah. It's a little cottage. It did, like, nothing. But we have the new nursery room. Yeah. As opposed to the other run where it was, like, extremely great for us. I guess if I ever draft an office again, I know exactly what I need to do. I'm just trying to... I'm just trying to get to as many new rooms as I possibly can. Because there's so many things. You ever drink bottled water and it generally tastes like poison, but the tap water is worse? Huh? Oh wait, we can finally get into the shelter terminal, because now I know what the password is. I've had some that smelled bad. And then I was like, uh-oh. The Mount Holly bomb shelter. Radiation monitor. That could be big for us. What do you mean? I don't know what day it is. Log into network. Here we go. A wise man told me to surround myself with smart people. Issues you'd easily discover they're just as dumb as you. Now, the thing is that, well, when you surround yourself with people, at some point, you will realize that everyone has imposter syndrome. Which is kind of nice. Everyone has imposter syndrome, so... like, there's not really a reason to be as afraid. That's the thing I've learned as I got older. Surround myself with criminals! I have no idea what imposter syndrome even is. Imposter syndrome is like this feeling of, like, I am underqualified to be here. These people around me are so much smarter than me. So I'm really, I just don't belong here. I'm just an imposter among these people. So a lot of people end up with imposter syndrome at some point. It's just that eventually people realize that everyone has it, and then it's like, oh, I see. Oh, there's a little pouch. So I get money and interest now. And the parlor game. To boost my imposter syndrome, I even brought an overpriced pen. Oh, you bought it. A box next to this gem this one has to be false. So then this one has to be true, because this doesn't display any statement. I'm so good at puzzles. I'm so good at puzzles forever and ever and ever. And they should let me do puzzles all the time. It's a lead pen before you say every pen has that. $42 for a pen that has a retractable tip. Retractable lead pen? I was also gonna say not every pen is retractable, so, like... I would not have judged you for that. You might think it was an ink pen. Graphite pen. Huh. In my coupon book. How did I find a coupon book twice in a row? Oh, I love you, ballroom. Oh, I love you, ballroom. Come back to me, ballroom. I love you, ballroom. Thank you. He gives me gems every time I show up in here. Alright, we'll go hallway. Mechanical graphite pen is called. I think that's the closest you could probably get to describing it. Security. Back to the ballroom. Yoink. Alright, here we go. Truly, finding out the password is the biggest thing that has happened today. Oh, there's a gem somewhere. Maybe it's in the hallway and I just didn't look. Ooh! The laboratory. I don't get to go here very often. Am I really gonna be able to get all of the networks from here? Alright. Whenever I spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, let's add monies. Howdy, Purgatory, how you doing? I love my over-engineered German product. Hey, but it's gotta be pretty cool, right? I imagine that if it's oh wait, are you sure it's a pen and not a mechanical pencil? Pretty good, how about you? I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm going to do this. This makes the most sense because we have the ballroom right now, so... yeah. It's this day I discovered there's a difference between a pen and a pencil. Yeah, what... Could it possibly be a mechanical pencil that you were describing? Because I think I would call it a mechanical pencil. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe it's ink versus graphite. Oh, fuck, I don't have enough. The vault would be very cool, though. I don't sign things often, so I rarely need a normal standard pen. Yeah, fair enough. Diamondus Major. Thanks. Could have used that a little bit ago, but that's fine. Thank you for Diamondus Major. How far into this are you? So I found quite a few of the rooms. I'm getting better at finding them. I now know what the password is for the terminals. I found all the red rooms because I have bad luck. But we're slowly making sense of stuff. I've been able to open an antechamber door once. This has just not been a great run. I also just have not found I have not found many levers. Oh, cool. Well, I have one option. The courtyard. We've upgraded a couple of rooms. Usually an item. Ah, wonderful. Sledgehammer. If only we had a shovel. The shovel would have been nice. Do you have the foundation working? Yeah, I have a foundation now. Oh, you mean the elevator? No. I have not figured out how to get the elevator to work yet. But I suppose I can get in here now. I've also been keeping note of the paintings. I just haven't seen any new paintings in a second. But yeah, I have the foundation and I see an elevator here. I just haven't found a way to activate it. Because I think it'd be very nice to have it working, I just don't know. Every time I see someone else's foundation location, I get jealous because mine's right next to the antechamber. Yeah, mine just got smacked in the middle somewhere. I do wish that it had, like, I had it oriented more north. But honestly, this is not a bad spot for it either. I'm not too upset. I just have no idea how to get the elevator to work, because I just hadn't seen it. Oh, sleeping mask! That's nice. Mine's row 2, column 4. Oh, yeah. I understand. I understand. I may be overthinking the elevator. Would I be able to get to it from here? Big rock. I just jumped down the shaft. How much help are we allowed to give? You can give hints. As much as I want to try to figure things out on my own, I am open to help, especially for this game, because there's not much I can do all the time. I have gotten to the underground before, but I haven't been able to move the cart. I want to see if I can move forward without keys. Oh, okay, cool. I wonder how you can fix the elevator then. Oh, this could be good for us. I'm only gonna do it because I just want to see if I can get one of the rooms we haven't gotten before. Because right now my main goal is to try to get more rooms. I think we go green or yellow. What do y'all think? Should I go yellow? I definitely do not want the red one. With only a few... You completed the game earlier today? Hey, congratulations! I've been slowly picking my way at it. I'm trying very hard to make sense of it, everything. So, maybe I'll do yellow. Don't worry, it only gets harder. Thanks. But there's... There's also one bedroom I haven't seen either. Comforting words. Well, guys, should I go for yellow because I don't have very many of those, or should I go for green or purple? Green, purple, or yellow? What are we thinking? I am green. I am green. I could go green. But just because I'm green does not mean that I should go green here. If it wasn't my pure ego of showing off to my girlfriend, I would have given up pretty early. Definitely green. Alright, I'll go green. I love you, green. Oh, okay. Okay. Only reason I'm even in uni is because I'm too stubborn to drop out. Fair enough. I know the greenhouse has a broken lever in it. This could permanently add stuff to my allowance, which is nice. And we already have a courtyard. What do y'all think? They're all beautiful. They're all beautiful rooms. They're all beautiful to me, but at least Veranda has a path forward. Yeah, I feel like I have to go Veranda. My allowance has been raised. Still don't have a shovel, though. But I found a gem. It paid for itself. What we got? Oh, God, okay. This is just terrible. Truly. Luckily, I do have another way through the bedroom, but my goodness. Shoot, dude. I guess I'll go the corridor. What was the other painting? Pain plane, yeah. Yeah, I don't care about the dark room. This one doesn't bother me. What? What? Oh, I'm sheltered. I was like sat here like what? Why is it why is the light not going out? Oh my god, the rumpus room. You know, it's been a while since I've been to the rumpus room. Maybe there's something in here for me. Huh? Oh, insert coin? Yeah, in a second. I love the rumpus room. It's so whimsical. And there's so much money in it. Help me, Alzara. Speak to me, friend. Oh.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin.
Okay.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Wonderful. The great Alzara.
I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear.
The car?
I see the darkened cloud of ruin.
What the hell?
Familiar to us both. Now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes
So there's 8. I found the 4th one.
resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands.
I found that one.
8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
That's crazy. That means that that the paintings are missing. There's missing paintings. There's 8 envelopes. And I guess 1 missing painting. Not quite missing paintings. Probably missing letter sets, though. There's like a missing letter. Because, like, the way that I've figured out the painting puzzle, there's a missing letter. That's why I was saying, like, a painting set. It's not one painting that's missing, it's a set that creates a letter. Oh, wait, no, it's just another hint as to how the painting puzzle works. The painting puzzle is just one, whichever letter is the one missing is the one that you want. There's just another hint for the painting puzzle. I was so excited. And then... What's this? So I have to get to that room? Okay, I'll try. I'll try, dude. I don't know if I can get there, but I will certainly try. Anything to go forward. Are you kidding me? Dog. What do you mean? It's fine, I'll go the long way. Did I have Ho's house yet? I don't think I have Ho's house yet. Yeah. Now I have Ho's house. This is just unfortunate. At least this will be sheltered. Why? They really don't want me to get there. That's so sad. Oh, hey, look. My book's here. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Third largest city in Fen Ares, the site of its former capital, Reddington is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Scenery, historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington's the type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave here. Yeah, they're trying to stop me. Botanical Gardens, most popular attraction and guaranteed crowd pleaser. Reddington's busy season is springtime. 1,000 species of tropical plants. This specimen of holly is unique to the Reddington Mountains. Probably why it's, this is Mount Holly. Featherfall Keep. Lionel Espen left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence. Featherfall ceased to be a family residence, began operating as a historic house museum. This is Trinsdale Lake. Here we are, Mount Holly. At the elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience and one many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give this mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded, whether or not they actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of Mount Holly Schoolhouse in '66. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. About words and naming schemes, I beat the game before I put together blueprints equals blueprints. I was told that. Don't worry. My friend just sent me a video of Legend of Alan Pan giving chickens their tails back. What? Mainway Station Bazaar. Well, that's kind of cool. This is like a history lesson. I wish they'd stop preventing me from progressing to the treasure room. But it's because they hate me, you know, of course. Well, at the very least, I'd be sheltered. Why is that locked? My God. I'm gonna run out of steps. Sure, if they don't test us on this, because I didn't process the thing. Don't worry. I don't think we're expected to know either. I didn't process anything. My brain was just breaking. Can't believe the foundation goes into a bedroom. At least I could go Betty by. And it's locked. Are you kidding? Well. I love how they gave me like 6 hints on the painting letter thing, and I'm like, I know. I already know. You have the ability to solve one puzzle. One puzzle? From here? Can I? Or do you mean the fact that I know how the painting puzzle works? From here. Are we talking... Oh, Reddington? No. Like, physically solve a puzzle in here? No, from this house layout. I don't know. Oh! 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 I need to get to security. Oh, but that's not gonna do anything. I wish I remembered that before I lost all my steps. Because the experiment worked. Well, where should I go then? Everything is locked. It's so sadness. It's so sadness. I have no shovel. The foundation, I truly wish I figured I could find out how this works. Do you want a hint to one of them? Yes, please. Yes, please. I'm very curious. It has been very cool uncovering the lore. I like how it has only one red letter, so I can't even look at it again. Dang, my tragedy. We already have the terminal password, which is great news for the me community. Oh god. A moment of history? Oh man, the whole thing is history. The whole freaking thing is history. Unless we're talking about the library. But But I don't know if I have the steps to make it there. I only have 11 steps. Some type of device that lets you capture a moment in time. A camera? Bernie. Where can I... I saw on here there was a date on it, which was nice. This is the one that... This one feels important, but I don't know why. It's so weird. Little timers. Yeah, I saw this, and it said the green memos were false, but it looks like it's on red paper, so I don't know. Do you know the date? I do have the date, yeah. 11/28. I saw it with the magnifying glass when I brought the magnifying glass in here. That feels like a code to a safe. But I just don't know which one. Could be the one in the office. Time to take a step outside. I'm not gonna be able to make it there. I'm not gonna make it outside. It's gonna... I'm out of steps. The code's saved between the days. Well, that's good. Let me see. 11/28. $11.28. It's a code for something. It's on a tree. I know we already started lighting flames. I don't know what the flames are going to be for, but we got 2 of them. If only we can find a way to light the other ones. Gotta be some kind of code somewhere that I could visit, that I could enter it into. My instinct is that it'd be like the gate over there. Because not much else would make sense. If there's a west pass, surely there's an east pass. That's what I was thinking too. I'm actually gonna go for the tool shed. Oh, wonderful. Just wonder how you unlock it. Wash helper. Okay. There is through the yeah, there's this area over here. Was there actually a gate code over there? I didn't even consider there might be a gate code. Oh! Purgatory, thank you so much for the follow. A room. No. That's my campsite. What the fuck? There's no place to enter a code. Oh, here. Yes. The apple orchard has permanently been unlocked and added to the campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start in each day with an extra 20 steps. Huge. Oh, hello. Will we get to see the tree with the code carved into it? I wonder what these are for. Hello. This is sundial? The gardener's logbook. When I first came on this estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, in as much as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Conservation and oversight of the alluring grounds. Soil survey. So this shows where green rooms are most likely to, be done, like created in the west and east wings. That's kind of cool. Is one cut down? Is one cut down? No. Green position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from the gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. Smudge pots. From gas to electrical, the installation of the system was a substantial undertaking, and almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures. Renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected by a gas line. Smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure daily yield of apples. When not in use, the orchard's gas lines should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery. I want to replace the statue of Orinda currently in the cloister with a much more appropriate angel Rena. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for a better part of our lunch yesterday. Oh, the drawing! Interesting. So I wonder if that's going to be a potential upgrade in the future that we could replace the statue. Huh. It's kind of cute, though. What's this? We have lit another one. We have another one. The third flame has finally been lit. But does that mean we'll lose the orchard? I assume it's the summer. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's okay. Should be okay. I don't think this doesn't seem like the winter. Far easier than you realize it, and no, you don't lose the orchard. Could you imagine if it's, like, just out and about over here? And I just never ventured this far. It truly could just be somewhere. It's probably on the right side somewhere. The other two were in rooms. I guess I never thought to look for torches. My camp. Well, now I have access to the apples forever and ever and ever. 3 and 1? Oh, you're saying 3 on one side, 1 on the other? Third one's probably just over there somewhere. Could you imagine I walk up to it and it's just right there and I could have messed with it the entire frickin' time? It's like like there's a valve here and I could have just messed with it the entire time. This is cut off. It's underground. A little more complex than just on the other side, but I can't give a hint that wouldn't give it away. Yeah, I think I'd have to find it in one of the rooms. At least that's my instinct. It's probably in one of the rooms. Look at the peak. I wonder if I'd even be able to get it here. I don't know if I'd be able to get it today. Could you imagine it's over there? I have to unlock the garage so I could go get it. I got it in... Let me look. The outer rooms. Outer rooms. The schoolhouse was one of them. And there was another one. But I can't remember what the other one was. The schoolhouse was the one I discovered it in. My 6 coins. We'll go hallway. This one's actually huge. I forgot where the fourth one. It's nowhere near the fourth one. Ah, fair enough. It's probably in some weird spot, like underground or something. I have no gems, but it's okay. We're going on vibes. We're going on vibes, man. I'll do the parlor. I can solve a parlor puzzle. I'm so good at parlor puzzles. Underground is amazing. Yeah, I think it'd probably be somewhere there. It feels too important. So I guess sometime when I go into the tomb, I'll have to do it. Box next to this, it contains gems. Box next to this box, for one of the boxes. Oh god. These can both be true. They can... Box next to this box contains gems. That could be true. This could be true. And then this could be false. Because there's no other way. Wrong underground. Yeah. I'm so good at the puzzles. I've not gotten that one. Spyglass telescope gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. Her diary's locked. Oh, we got an upgrade disc. So if I can find security, it'll be huge. Oh, she's very pretty. Just like a little thing on the side. It's the same as this. I assume she needs a key. Special key. Oh, there's a key. Maybe this will work. Can I use a key on this? No, it needs her key. It's the first time I've seen this room. Think of as the mail room. Does it never end? Spiraling. I feel bad for her. What if she didn't even want to live in a house like this? Don't know if there's much else I can glean from this room, but it feels important. I wish I could open... Could never find a bathroom. I found, like, the laboratory several times. Just never expected to find her room. Not so early, at least. But my main ambition is the garage. I'm actually gonna save my gems. Oh! Immediately it pays for itself. Oh, cool. We get right into the... How much louder this ad was than your stream. Ah, no, I'm sorry. 1:40 a.m. in the morning and I wasn't ready. I'm so sorry. Foundation. Well, I did want to find security, so I am happy with that. I wish oh! Beautiful! Keycard system. Here we go. Here we go. What are you gonna let me upgrade? Please, please be something good. Oh, okay. Free turbo trial. Another one feels like a cruel joke. I don't think raising luck would do much. I don't think that this would do well either. I guess the bedroom one. Oh, that's weird. I had fully different options. Yeah. I'm a little sad. But Because I don't think any of these are great. But of these, items would be nice. I picked the farming one. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a farming one here, though. It's like luck, dirt piles, which is just gotcha. And like, at least the bedroom is a guarantee, I guess. So I might have to pick the bedroom one, because it's the only one that seems reasonable. Do we love gambling is the question. It can be okay. I don't care about the trunk or the coins. We already have such a big allowance. We're chillin'. Ah. Oh yeah, we have the den too. I'm glad that security worked though. Is this locked? No, it's not. Beautiful. Okay. I need keys. I need keys. It's good when I win, yeah, but then when you don't win, then it's just sadness. The only path forward. Are you kidding me? Fine. Whatever. What am I... This one was just sad. Oh, wait, maybe I could do the locksmith and then see if her key is here. Is her key here? Can I have a special key? Path forward appears to be a strong choice of words. Well, thanks. You gave me a key to the secret garden. That didn't help me. But I do like that key. It's just I can't use it. Apparently they don't want a path forward for me. They're just like, eh, you're fine. I'll just do the library. See if I could get something uncommon. Ooh! Ooh, what do I want? I've never seen the bookshop before. No matter what, it's GG's. I've never seen the bookshop. I've seen the master bedroom before. You are poor. What do you mean? Oh yeah, I can't buy any books. I can go to the mailroom, I guess. But I thought it'd be cool to see the room when I don't have anything. And who knows, maybe I'll find coins in the other rooms. My tragedy. I guess I could do the mailroom. I can go to the mailroom. Why not? Whatever. Give me a package or something. Where is that? Oh, it's on the floor. There it is. One puzzle is now solvable. I mean... da, 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 da. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigiblocks. Oh. That feels important. Six, 7, 8, 9. I wonder what that's for. There wasn't a safe in security, was there? Haha. Oh man, something mail. More detailed electronic mail to the address the client has provided. Oh yeah, the breaker box. I guess I could mess with that. I don't know what it would do. Sure would do something. I don't think I'm missing anything in here. A lot of mention of Cinca, though. I would not have expected that. Doesn't this look highly important? Oh yeah, the utility room fuse box thing? I haven't messed with it before. I have the utility room, so I guess I could go over there. I have the steps to do it. If that's what you mean, the utility room. Could you imagine if that's the thing that finally unlocks the foundation? Alright, where is it? Oh, money on the floor. Nothing to do with the foundation. Yeah, I don't have all the pieces, but I'm sure that it'll help somehow. Alright, hold on. I need this middle one to be... How do I put... How do I... The color system is really weird. Again, overthinking foundation. I don't know enough. I think it's just underground somewhere. I'm trying to figure this guy out. It's weird the foundation only has 3 doors anyway. Felt like a fourth door belongs. Yeah. Maybe it's part of the boiler room thing. An entered silence. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure this guy out. I have no idea. Maybe... Got it. I got it all purple. I'm only trying to, yeah. I got it all purple. That's nice. Don't know if that did anything. Click the leftmost purple. Oh! Do I go ahead and click through all of them? My friend lived in an old apartment with those old fuses. God, yeah. The circuit breaker just seems really strange, I guess. I guess I could click through all of them. It's supposed to be white, right? I don't want to have to sit here and fiddle with it again and be like, ah. Or maybe it's fine like this. I have to mess with this puzzle like 6,000 times, to slowly get it. Are we sure it's the left one and not the right one? I think I saw the right one on the thing. It's a color combo, not just one. Luckily, this is not too hard to do. Hi, how goes Blueprints? Howdy, Kirst, how you doing? Yeah, I have no idea what that'd do. Just peeled my eyes open. Only just under 1 million possible combos. Man. I know the combo will be blue, blue, blue. It's not blue. I don't know. It's weird. Is there supposed to be... It's called Blueprints. Yeah, I couldn't tell ya. My brain's gonna start breaking. There's so much. But hey, at the very least, we've unlocked... We now know the code to access the terminal, which is really cool. And we now know, we also have the orchard now. So we're gonna get 20 more steps at the beginning of each day, which is really nice. So I'm very happy with that, if for nothing else. But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you would like to join the Discord, feel free to join at the link. Let me see who is live right now. It's gotta be somebody. Somebody out there in the world. Access the network. Yes, I can finally access the network. I see that, Sunflower's online, so I'll send you off her way. She's playing Minecraft right now. But yeah, if you'd like to join the Discord, feel free to join at the link. I'll be playing Feline Forensics with some voice acting buddies on Friday, so if you want to check that out, feel free to. And I will see you guys then. Stay for outro, and bye-bye! Oh, thank you for the 15 stream streak. Bye-bye!